my hair. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Whew. Let me just put another clip in there if you don't mind. It's a little hot, it's a little fuzzy. I fix you guys. I just had a little workout, had a little trouble. Stick around to the end of the video if you want to see that. Good morning, vlogsters. I have my coffee / lunch because I had this much morning coffee left, and I added my coffee protein shake to it because this morning I've got no appetite and I do have to eat something. So I'm going to start salivating, but I can't take another Zofran for a while. I had a fruit cup, like a no sugar added, like peaches to plants with every meal, because my mouth can still tolerate peach cups, which is good. And then this is lunch. I did have peanut butter with my pills this morning, a couple of teaspoons. And when I say teaspoons, I'm not measuring it out. I'm talking about like the plastic spoons that I use for snacks and stuff. So I really have to finish this because it also has my Miralax in it, but I'm really starting to I feel a little nauseated. I took the Zofran to take it 3 times a day, I think, maybe every 4 or 6 hours, and I took it, well, maybe it's time, because I took it, I have to ask my aide. She went home already, but maybe she remembers. I think she writes this stuff down. But just like yesterday, oh, hi. Just like yesterday, I decided to get up and do the things. So when you watch the video at the end, you'll see exactly what I had to do to get up and do the things. And then today, even though it wasn't a full workout, I had to do some of my PT. Because yesterday, my whole workout was getting in this chair. The rest of the day was bleh. So I feel better, like to the point where before I felt so good. It's gonna sound so stupid and I don't want to cry because I'm a little emotional. Yesterday I felt, not yesterday, but before I started treatment again, I felt so good that I was scared that it meant that cancer was growing. Because even though I felt better, like viscerally, I started to have that pre-diagnosis exhaustion that I used to get, like, work out for 10 minutes, sleep for 3 days. So now I feel like that treatment exhaustion, that visceral type of cellular, I don't even know if I'm using that word visceral right, but that's the way I feel. I want to say that that's what it reminds me of, just down to my cellular level. Because I just didn't feel good for like days, so I haven't worked out since today is Wednesday. I haven't worked out since, well, Sunday. Sunday I actually didn't even do an official workout because I went out and made breakfast and cleaned and stuff. So on days when I do keep myself busy, I don't work out. And then yesterday, like I said, I had no strength to get up. Monday was very much the same as yesterday. I had a few good hours in the morning when my aide came. But today, I'm sweating really bad because I did have a few of my exercises. I did like all of the heel lifts. I did all 20 of the heel lifts. I did all 20 sets of marchings, which started to feel like really weak when I started to march. I couldn't really feel like I could lift my legs high enough. I did all 20 of my, well, no, I did 10 sets. I did 2 back, 2 side, 2 back, 2 sides. I think I did 5 of each. So that's half of what I'm supposed to do. So I'm supposed to do 20 and then 20, but I was doing like 2, 2, 2, 2. I think that's better. And the squats, I'm supposed to do 10 squats, and I think I got 4 or 5 squats in. It's just some days are going to be like that, but I feel like it's necessary to get up and do it. I'm sorry I'm sweating so much. My nose isn't running, but I will grab a tissue. Oh, just to get I feel like the sweat is running down my nose, but maybe my nose is running. It feels like it's coming from the outside, though. Maybe, I don't know. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I know I needed to sit up. I know I needed to do work. I know I need to rest, but there is 24 hours in a day. And if I can make myself get up and do 5 to 10 minutes of exercises and 20 to 30 minutes of vlogging, then I have plenty of time to rest during the day. The couple of doctor's appointments next week. I have my monthly oncologist, get my port flushed, and blood work, and then the next day is the radiology oncologist who I have a 6-week follow-up with. And then the following week, I'm supposed to have, 2 weeks after that, I'm supposed to have eye shots. Or the following week. Wait. I don't remember. The following week. No. Yes, the following week. The following week I'm supposed to have eye shots. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see what plans change. If plans don't change, I don't even know. So, here I am. Smiley. You all were so kind for my last video where you're like, you look great, even though you didn't feel good, you still look great. And I was like, you guys make me so happy. I don't need the praise or whatever, but seriously, when I feel like poop and you guys think I don't look like poop, well, that makes it just all that much better. Because sometimes your outsides do reflect your insides and vice versa, and then sometimes the opposite. So, sometimes you look great on the outside and you feel like poop-a-doo on the inside, so. When we were little cockadoodies, that's what we used to say, cockadoodies. But I'm a grown-up now, and I don't use baby talk. Who am I kidding? I sure do. I do have to finish my protein shake, Miralax protein breakfast coffee situation. But I feel like I need to wash it down with some water. Or precede it with water. That's probably what it is. On a whim, Jim went to the P.O. box yesterday. Guess what? We got a card. This card is from Joyce, and Joyce lives in Michigan. Joyce in Michigan. And it says, God loves you, and so do I. Thank you, Joyce. So sweet. So sweet. Ah, a sunflower. Stop it. There you go again. Can't wait to put it up. Oh, it's got prayer cards in it. Jerry saw this card and immediately thought of you. Praying for you and your family as you start your next round of chemo. Stay strong. Fear over nothing. Choose joy always. Your mind is the playground of the enemy. Keep it filled with word and positive thoughts. The word and positive thoughts. It will give you what's necessary to beat this cancer. But here, the rest of the card, it says, there you go again, being a bright spot in God's world and mine. I am 45 years a cancer survivor. Praise God for his goodness to me. Blessing, Joyce. Joyce, that is so beautiful. And she sent on some prayer cards. This one says, pray without ceasing. That was like the cup that we got from Wendy. And then it says, rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in all circumstances. And it says 1 Thessalonians 5:16-17. This one says, walk by faith. Again, walk by faith, not by sight. So it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Beautiful. Oh, God is love. And it says, it's white on green. Let's love each other because love is from God, and everyone who loves is born from God and knows God. Ain't that the truth? It says 1 John, I want to say it says 4:7, but here I'll show you guys because it's really hard to read for me. When there's sometimes similar shades like that, it's hard to read. Perhaps this is the moment for which you have been created. Esther 4:14. That's today's prayer. And then another one she sent, today's prayer says, she is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Proverbs 31:25. Joyce, those are so amazingly beautiful. Thank you so much. And my card, tremendous. Thank you so much. I really, I'm just going to wipe off these. Sweat. It's sweat, Joyce. It's not crying. I'm not crying. It's just sweat. The beautiful, you guys are so beautiful. The beautiful sunflower has really come to help me. I did mention that it all stemmed from a girl I went to high school with who sent me that beautiful sunflower poem. But when I go back and look on the precious moments in my life and my favorite movies and, you know, Eden's Wedding, a perfect example, is just they've all been surrounded by sunflowers. The sunflowers at my uncle's house, well, it's not my cousin's house, but when my uncle had his parrots and he used to throw the old bird seed and bird poop out into the yard, and they would just grow. Wild sunflowers would just grow because they do, you know. And I think that there's just something about its brightness, its resilience, it's the way it follows the sun. And like me, I don't follow the S-U-N, I follow the S-O-N. But it's the same sentiment for me, you know. Then to come to realize that in many not forms, many representations, maybe that's a good one, representations, or of kidney cancer awareness, they often have the sunflower. Often, very often. Sunflower with orange ribbons and butterflies. It seems to be, I don't know if it's just kidney cancer, but obviously I really just only look up kidney cancer. And I've never seen it for thyroid cancer because I have looked up that before. But it's just like, it's so poignant. It's like it was like meant to be in my life. Not that kidney cancer was meant to be in my life, but I guess if this was God's plan for me, then finding the sunflowers and the joy in the sunflowers up to this point is what could be what it is. I've talked about my favorite sunflower movies before. 2 of them actually have sunflowers quite represented in the movie. And one of them just has the sunflower on the cover, which reminds me of the movie often. But the 2 that have sunflowers is Under the Tuscan Sun, which is just an amazingly beautiful story of a woman who struggles with her faith and finds herself in what she thought was the last place that she could possibly expect to find it. And she buys a villa. I'm not spoiling it for you because the movie's been out for 15 or so years. But she buys a villa, and the name of the villa is called Bramasole. And it says, Bramare, it's from Bramare to Yenfor and Sole the sun, which is what the sunflower does, which is why there's sunflowers so prevalent in that movie. It's what the tour guide uses to hold. It's what the one card that she picks out is got sunflowers on it. Just like this old, it's just like one of those like Hitchcockian representations, or like M. Night Shyamalan, just it keeps popping up in all these different places. And of course, Calendar Girls, which I feel like I've, thank God, never been divorced, but I feel like almost like those stories are representative of my life in a way, you know. But maybe the next chapter of my life would be Calendar Girls is based on a true story about these women in England who kind of belong to, I don't know if there's an American sort of representation of it, but I want to say it's like the Ladies Auxiliary for like the Knights of Columbus, because it's really like based off their church. I'm sure there's other representations for other churches, but I can't think of anything because I was raised Catholic and I wasn't in very many other churches. but it's like the women's, it's like the women's group, and they get together once a month, and they do fundraisers, and they have classes, and well, they want to do a big fundraiser, and they end up posing nude for a calendar, and these are women of like all different later in years ages, and it became like a big thing, and they ended up raising money for lots of money for cancer. For actually started out to be for a more comfortable sofa for the family room in the place where her husband was treated. One of the ladies' husbands was treated. And he wrote a beautiful thing about a poem about the sunflower. Basically, he said that the sunflower is not called a sunflower because it looks like the sun. It's because it follows the sun throughout the day. And he was he worked in agriculture. I want to know the name. He wasn't a farmer, and he wasn't a botanist. Sorry, that particular word is just evading me right now. But, it's just such a good movie. But again, represented by the sunflower. And then the last one is the Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. And there isn't as many hidden sunflowers in there as there are in other movies, but there's something about the story. All of these movies are about women, and women, relying on themselves and other women to get through things. And, they have men in their lives, and that's not the point of the movie, though. Like so many romantic comedies or romance movies or movies where women are the lead, it's end up being about them chasing a man or finding a man, or and not that that's not beautiful and poignant as well, but they don't all have to be that way, and these three movies just actually aren't. Under the Tuscan Sun's probably the closest, but I feel like it gets to a point where she realizes that that's not what she needs to be fulfilled, and then, like me and my husband, that's when the universe decides to give her what she needs, or what she wants, and not what she needs. Anyway, so those representations have been in my life, gosh, for years. 20, 25 years maybe. And to continue to go and have all of these, I feel like my life is one of those movies where, and I mean that like I'm not in a movie, but where the sunflower constantly shows itself to me and becomes important part in my journey in all of these different ways. So I don't know why I decided to wax poetic about that. I guess it's the inspiration of the beautiful card from Joyce, because that is there any happier flower you've ever seen in your whole life? Yeah, it's just happy. I know Meg Ryan thinks daisies look happy in You've Got Mail, but I think there's nothing happier than the sunflower. Besides, you can't eat a daisy seed. Sunflower seeds, they're good for you. Anyhow, I actually saw a lady on social media who made flour from the sunflower stalk. Yes, she took the stalk, she dried it in her dehydrator, and she ground it, and she made flour to make bread and stuff. So, who knew? I know there was oil, I know there was seeds, I knew there was other things you could do with it, but I did not know that you can ground the stem and make a flour. Yeah. Well, today I'm going to chalk up to being a winner because I was able to do some exercises, stave off nausea. Not really, it's kind of really building up for me. Be productive, I was able to be productive. I told people that I loved them and I felt love from others, and that's really all that anybody could ever ask for. Well, that's all I ever asked for anyway. What if I could put that card up there? Decisions. Oh, let me see if I can finish this for you guys. You guys can encourage me. Go, Jerry, go. Ready? Go. Yay. 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 Don't worry, that's just me burping. Not gonna lose nothing, don't worry. Yay. All right, my lovelies. You be good. All right, and if you can't, just don't harm anybody else. Okay? I love you. Remember that, please, always, because everybody needs to hear it. And if nobody's told you today you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you guys so much. I really do appreciate everything. Joyce, oh, thank you so much for all of these beautiful prayers and scriptures and these beautiful words. They really do just come at the right time. I think you chose them on purpose, but they were just what I needed today to remind me to keep going. Okay? All right. I would like to thank, I believe it's Cecilia Land for my beautiful shirt. I'm pretty much sure I remember that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. You guys, it's awful. Why do you love me? Listen, everybody needs to be loved. Me too, right? Me included. But as always, you take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time, Lord willing. Bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. The reason I am sitting up without a brace on is I will tell you this right now. Today, I feel just as poopy-doo as I did yesterday. But I said, shit, girl, you got to do it. Excuse my language. So I was just doing it. I got up, I got cleaned up, I got on a clean shirt. My God is bigger than kidney cancer, or stronger, that too. And I rolled my table and I knocked my whole table over. So I already got this stuff picked up. But this is what happens when you're like, when I call it like brain fog isn't just about forgetting stuff. Brain fog is really about having like a good like grasp on I don't want to say spatial orientation necessarily, but like the force of things, the size of things. I'm picking up all the things with my grabber. So I'm about to put my brace on, but I can't even sit up straight to put my brace on because this stuff's in the way and I got to move it so I can move the table so I can sit up and put my brace on. It's just how it goes sometimes, you know. You take a risk because I can't just sit here and wait till my husband comes home to pick the stuff up for me. I have to do a little bit of life living. And yes, do I take a calculated risk that I could hurt myself? I'm being very safe and cautious. I'm making sure I don't bend. I'm making sure that I don't lift anything heavy. Like, for example, this water thing is full, so I did not lift it from the floor. I used the heavy grabber, which I already had put away. See, I already put it back. I used a heavy grabber to scoop under the handle and use it to lift it up with my arms. Make sure I don't use my back. But the rest of this stuff just has to get picked up, put away so I can move to my chair and film a video for you. So this is the blooper reel. That's why my hair isn't brushed yet, because I was about to do all that when I knocked everything over. But listen, you just gotta laugh every once in a while. And if you can't laugh at yourself, don't laugh at other people. That's all I'm saying. Okay, bye.